host, the Nightmare Man. Alongside with me is the Gooch, but gorgeous Princess. And you can tell by a tiara, Diva of the Dead. Hi, gang.
I got snacks.
We're back.
We're back, but not all the way. I'm still recovering.
Folks, 2 weeks, man. I can bite you in the ass, something fierce. Content.
I didn't feel nothing bite my ass. What was you doing?
I did. Can I bite your ass, Jenny? Anyways, we're not in our right minds. Who said we
Are
was?
we ever?
Who said we are in the first place?
Who would watch this if we were in our right minds? We'd be bored.
Somewhere in a mental institution somewhere, this show is being played. Episodes of us over and over again for therapy reasons.
And they sit there clap, yay!
That's right. We decided to do a video show because everybody's been asking me. I said, "What the hell?"
You better be nice, or I'll bring out Ethel.
No, oh my God, don't do that. I got my pad here and a lot of stuff that we're going to go over with. We have got a lot to talk about.
He's all business-like.
That's right.
Not me. We just wing it. Whatever goes through here, you'll come out here.
Bueller. But I've got notes down, and we're going to get you all the information that went on with Atlanta's Days of the Dead. Whoa,
when was the last they heard from us?
Huh?
When was the last show?
The last show was like...
it was before Days of the Dead. I know that.
Well, yeah, it was it was like a week before or something like that, because we wasn't going to have a show because we can't record stuff and be on the road at the same time. We'll get into accidents. And let me tell you something right now. Driving to Atlanta, them people are nuts.
Texting and driving.
Yeah, we're driving. Where was it?
Beth,
was it Kentucky?
Yes, it was Kentucky.
We're driving to Kentucky. She turns the radio.
There, he's driving. I look out the window. And here comes a silver car. It's all the way over this close to my window. I'm like...
And there's cement over here.
And I'm pushing on the horn.
Yeah,
and I flip out, and I'm sitting there flipping her off, and she's all here hanging out her window being ballistic at me.
She's driving with her feet and flipping us off at the same time.
She was hanging out the window. Her head was literally out the window, and she's got both birds out the window. And so I'm sitting there laughing at her, which anybody that's pissed off, if you laugh at them, the only thing it's going to do is piss them off even more, which is even more gratifying. So
what our
that's what I was
do?
doing, and I'm sitting there smiling and laughing at her and pointing at her, ha ha ha, you're so funny, and we're driving down the road, and we get rid of her, right? A couple of minutes down the road, we're driving, and we got this big black F-350 in front of us, big dude. Yes. And all of a sudden, we see him swerve off the road. Why? Let's see. Because the same bitch, she come up, she had to get a last bird in.
Yeah, she had to get the last thing in, and she almost sideswipes the car and goes inside. And
I got snacks.
So I told her, I said, I'm going to hang back and let's see what this nutcase does.
Honey, mustard, Pringles.
Fortunately, great.
Product placement.
That's good medicine for you. Fortunately, she turned off. But yeah, there was a lot of crazy drivers. But we'll get to all that driving and everything to and from Atlanta.
It was a beautiful drive.
In due time. Yes, it was. But first, we're gonna get into some business here, and then we're gonna go from Thursday. Cough it up. It's okay.
Don't pat me on the back. Don't.
She hasn't been feeling well. See. It's okay. See, I told you not to stress yourself when you was telling a story. But when you got talking about that crazy woman in the car, that's all you went. I told you before we started the show, calm yourself down. I've been a nursemaid to this thing all week. Now, haven't I?
It's been over a week.
Haven't I?
Yeah.
Honey,
you know what can I
go to Taco Bell and will you get me a Futista freeze? I went to the border so much that I felt like an illegal alien.
Are you Mexican now?
I think so. You are. I've got her so many Futista freezes. Haven't I been
yes,
folks, if you hadn't figured out,
I couldn't even talk. I didn't have a voice for 4 days, and what did I do? You bring me this box, and you say, here, press a button on here. Which one do I press?
To contact me if I'm... See, the thing about it is, while she was sick, she laid on this couch. It was like what would you call it, a coffin for you.
I'd say.
And I gave her that to
let my blankie.
To push a button and let me know, hey, do you need some more ice for your pop or something like that?
I still got my pillow in here with my glow-in-the-dark skeletons on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I take care of our diva. Don't
Look,
fret.
it's squeezy. I feel like I'm squeezing the Charmin.
But anyways, angels and ministries of faith defend us. I see. She doesn't listen.
I got myself all worked up.
She was a bad patient because this girl does not work and play well with others. That is true. But hey,
I work and play well with others. I'm just whiny.
Yeah, but you don't pull that crap with me, does it? It don't work with me, does it?
And I couldn't sleep.
Dr.
Every time
Adams.
I'd go to sleep, I'd start hacking. And my chest was hurting, and I couldn't breathe.
But that is the reason.
Fever.
All
One minute I'm sitting there hot, throwing off the covers. The next minute I'm cold and throwing the covers back on.
Yeah, it's been a real roller coaster of fun around here.
It has. And I got a bit cranky, and I was biting people's heads off here.
Yeah. But luckily for her, I have patience, or I would have took.
No.
We would have been carving some diva up out of mode. But anyways, breathe, and
I'm breathing, and I'm about to finally.
But thanks everybody for your kind support and everything during Diva's sickness. It is really appreciated. You guys take the time to think about her.
There's been so many people posting on my wall.
Because she's like, I've never seen her this sick in all my life. But we pulled her through. She's getting through. Obviously she is because she's eating M&M peanuts. And she's just eating them because of the simple fact that I steal them. He says it backwards and
it drives me freaking crazy. It's not M&M peanuts. It's peanut M&Ms.
I've always heard them on the commercials.
It's not M&M peanuts.
They say, would you like an M&M plain or peanut? Okay, research it. Research it. Research it. If it doesn't sound like that, then I'll kiss your butt. Don't get me. Start. You still on the sick list. I can still commit you.
Are you down with
do you need committed? I can tell. Yeah. Sickness. This is, you know what happened? She caught what was called the
con crud.
Because
everybody got Amber Decker got it, and I forget who all said that they got it.
A lot of other people were sick. It was the disease, man.
Yeah, I drove my M&M.
Your peanut M&M or your M&M peanut?
It's not an M&M peanut.
You're a peanut.
It's a peanut M&M. The peanut is on inside.
Good. Well, it's a good thing you're eating them now because if you would get me a whole sack yesterday, I would have ate the whole shebang, man.
Dude, I had a bag like this at the freaking convention.
Well, we're rambling now, so.
But I was sitting there and we was packing stuff up, and Arrow wanted some peanut M&Ms, so I give him the bag. And he's eating some while I'm packing my stuff up.
You feed these dogs, are gonna come back for more.
And big old Wicked Beard, he got them gigantic hands. He's over there and he sees what Arrow's eating. He's like, oh, you got M&Ms. He says, you gotta ask the diva because those are hers. And he's over there, sis, can I have some M&Ms? I'm like, sure. He grabs the bag and he's got his monster hands just getting in their handfuls by a time and shoving them in his jaws.
Which reminds me of something. See, now I told you I'm going to rant on, but he put something on Facebook today that cheeseburgers and the bun was donuts, glazed donuts.
Ew.
Oh, well, listen. Me and my dad worked at the cemetery on the outskirts of St. Mary's. What he would do is he would take like like a donut, a glazed donut, cut it in half, and put bologna in it, like that, and eat it. He was getting his breakfast and lunch at the same time. You get it?
If you make a bruise, I'm going to the cop shop.
Hey, I got these over here.
I got my phone over there. I'll take pictures and then I'll send it to the cop shop.
We got a lot to cover, so we're done rambling for now. We're going to get rid of some business here real quick, and then we're going to go into our trip, because let me tell you something. What? We've got a lot to talk about. That's why I posted on there. It's a Nightmare Hour Plus show. We may go into 2 hours. We may be here till, let's see, it's 11:28 on a Thursday now. We may be here this time tomorrow.
Should be called Diva's Dilemmas.
Yeah, this show is dedicated to Diva Dilemmas.
But you know what?
What?
You know how you can drive around and you can see these houses that are split in half? One side Ohio State and one side Michigan.
Or Michigan, for those of you that didn't understand what the hell she just said.
Michigan. I'm a Buckeye. I can't say it right.
You take it. She's not a Michigan fan.
But guess what? I'm like one of them houses. Because look, I got my Batman and my Superman.
Well, that's great.
Superman jammy shorts on.
I've got Batman shorts on, but I got Days of the Dead shirt on. In light of the recent for the show here. Excuse me.
You burped in my face.
A little bit. I didn't burp. I'm sorry. Did I?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, well, it's going to be a long show, so kick back and relax and get
we need a germ screen between here.
Get your favorite beverage because you're going to love this one. Okay. Like I said, thanks for everybody for keeping in track of how she was doing. She's. What
Does
do
that
you
say
read?
twank?
That says thank you. Thank you.
It looks like it says TWANK.
These are my notes, and I know how to read them.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I mean, thank you. Oh, you had to start it, didn't you? So you know you're gonna cough up. Take a breath. Take a breath. Calm down. Oh, money.
He's been keeping me fully supplied with 7-Up.
Money. I
think the 7-Up is going out of town.
Ooh, yes, it has.
I drank it all.
On the docket right now, Horror Hound kids, if you're watching this Friday, some of them might just be at the...
It might already be there. Some people already are.
Yeah. There might be people that be watching the show, and or they be in the... There's your song. Living Dead Girl. We got the TV on the channels that plays all the music. So, Living Dead Girl just came on. How isn't that convenient?
I can do that too, but mine's prettier.
Anyways, we may make it to Horror Hound Saturday. We may. We're not going to say we're going to. We may. So
we
just to
don't know
get
yet
you,
because we had too many breakdowns coming back from Atlanta. A 10-hour drive took us 37 hours.
And
it was hell.
Kids, we've told you before, and all these people, we don't have to tell them anyways. We know
Not
how
just
it is.
One breakdown.
We know how it is when it's these trips cost. I mean, we're not millionaires. I mean, we have to scrape and get by and stuff like that to make these conventions too. But then
I made money.
Jedi mind trick. Everyone will send us $100 now. Everyone will send us $100 now. I bet everybody's looking at the screen saying, "You're full of shit, by golly."
And
but
if they did that, if they sent any money, it will be used for the wedding because we are out of wedding funds.
And I gotta buy my crack too. But anyways,
folks, there may not be a wedding in July.
No, there will. There will be.
Looking bad.
No, we'll get it. We'll get by.
But
it was just that trip that knocked us for a loop, and we'll explain all of that. But let's get this out of the road. We may be at Horror Hound Saturday. All you got to do is look for us. She will be in costume. I'm going to be.
Probably won't be bloodied up, but I'll be in one of my diva attire.
I'm going to be. Yeah, I'm going to be the plainclothes division. I'm going to have the camera. I'm going to take pictures and document stuff. But a lot of people know who I am. They
my
know
M&M is cracked.
So, if you see us at Horror Hound Saturday,
it was not
that'd be great because we can't go without seeing our friends, and we have a special friend, Jerry Horn, is helping us try to make Horror Hound Saturday, and that right there tells you right now, friends.
We got friends who love us.
Family that cares
and
enough.
They are our extended family, most certainly.
Exactly.
And you know who I really want to see?
Who?
Nikki and Jerry.
Oh, the twins. Yes.
They're not twins. They look like twins, but they are not twins.
I thought you said they were twins.
No, everyone says they're twins, but they're not. They're
I don't know. I didn't raise them.
You keep poking me in the corner making me whine.
And isn't like you haven't done it all freaking week too. Why am I talking like that for? My God, is there something on me? God, it's hot in here.
That's because you're sitting by me.
I know. Hellbound trailer. Huh? When we was in Hell, Michigan.
Yeah.
A company came by and was
doing a film, and came back.
Doing a documentary on what? Hell. So, in the trailer, and you pinpointed this out to me today, Odd Man from Mad World Radio sent he did send a link to me afterwards when I seen the on my Facebook. He sent it to me too.
Oh.
The trailer to it is it has yours truly in it. Yeah, there I am with the nightmare, the new nightmare that I
with the wicked blades.
With the wicked blades, yeah. So
the demon claw.
I'm in that. So pretty as can be. I mean, so slimy and everything like that. He's just adorable to be around. Blah.
It's gonna be one of them shows, baby. It's gonna be one of them shows.
You know
what?
I liked you better when I was more sick for more reasons because first of all,
do tell, Ethel.
First of all, you was extremely quiet. It was so peaceful around here.
Yeah, because you wasn't talking. That's the thing. Ow!
And second of all, stop it. What's wrong with you?
It's Rubber Johnny. Look him up on YouTube.
I know it's Rubber Johnny. Anyway.
Did you say him?
And you want to know the second reason?
What's that, dude?
Because you treated me like a princess and waited on me hand and foot. And you was always kissing me on the forehead telling me to get better.
That's right.
You was.
I'm worried about you.
Look,
you're an investment, man.
You're
an investment, man. I got to pimp you out so we can make money and stuff like that.
Investment? And nobody ain't getting this.
I got to keep my investment.
Diva don't share the goods.
But yeah, look on our Facebook and the Hellbound
What's
trailers
dotted?
There. That's dotted. That's Days of the Dead. God, I think she's Antichrist. Okay, Hellbound trailer. Check. There we go, like that. Real quick.
You're about ready for your dotted.
We're about ready for the dotted here in a minute, but I got one more thing to cover, kids. For those of you that that hasn't been, take your socks off, relax, kick back for a while. You cool?
My foot's still red.
What are you gonna do? Start cleaning yourself now?
No.
God, sit up here and have some decorum.
No, my foot's still red from the chemical burn, from the bleach.
We're going to go ahead and do some changes in the near future as far as fan clubs. We're going to start combining some things.
Because we have the same members. You have the same members as I do in the fan clubs, and if we just put them together, it's going to be the Nightmare and the Diva fan club.
And we'll
put Diva's name first.
Of course we will.
Diva and Mr. Diva fan club.
Snow cones will last in hell too, won't they?
The Diva and Mr. Diva fan club.
Let me write this down. Smother Diva with a pillow tonight.
You can't do that. We're not married yet.
I don't have to be married to smother your ass with a pillow.
In order for you to get any kind of benefits, you do.
I thought you was sick.
I am sick. I'm marrying you, aren't I?
Yes, that.
Oh.
But when we do all this, the members that are already members of me and her will combine and get you
members of you.
Get you a new membership card, and we'll take care of things. Everything will be fine.
For your birthday, when you're in the fan club, for your birthday, you get a video greeting. Ooh. Nightmare Man will do a striptease for you.
No, he won't. Smother her with a big pillow, double check. But,
whack you in the head with an
any
skillet.
Any more things that come along, we'll let you know. Now, 2 weeks ago, on a Thursday morning.
2 weeks ago today, because this is Thursday.
That's right. On a Thursday morning at what, 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yep, 3:30 we left.
We wake up, we start packing the rest of our stuff in the truck, and Big Dave Houts, he was a guy that set for a house that past weekend. He fed Damien. That's
our kitty.
He kept the guinea pig going, and he just kept an eye on the house for us.
Actually, we need to back up a day. Wednesday.
All right, we're backed up.
Sometimes all I can do is scratch my head. Stop it.
Go ahead.
Anyway, on Wednesday, we were putting stuff in the truck, and my knee gave out on me when I was putting stuff in the truck, and it floored me out there in the driveway, and I had sweatpants on. I landed on my tushy, on my left tushy side.
I was loading stuff in the back end.
A hole in my sweatpants, and I still have a sore on my bottom. And it was all bruised and ugly.
I flipped the lid, the hatchback up and I'm loading stuff in. I turn around, her ass is on the ground. I said, "No, I don't do this." So I
wasn't even leaning on that leg because I know it's bad. And all of a sudden, my leg starts to shake side to side and it drops me. It just totally loses all strength from the knee down. I don't know what's wrong with it.
But that didn't stop her the weekend. Everything went fine. She was okay. But I did tell her.
Or knee brace part of the weekend.
I did tell, she had a chair at her table. So,
and you bought me a knee brace.
Yeah, so everything was fine. Okay, now can we go to the part where we're 3 o'clock in the morning, we're loading the stuff.
And we're getting ready to leave.
We take a shower. We're loading the rest of our stuff up. We say adios to Dave. We get into the truck. Ready?
Put the key in the ignition. And you turn it. And nothing. Needed jumped.
This whole trip felt like Clark Griswold and then the Griswold family vacation.
Family vacation.
But we had problems with the truck in the past, so I pull up my truck, get a quick jump. I ain't got time to sit in here and like, what I gotta do? No. We got a job to do and we're gonna do it. So we get in and pull up my truck, jump it, boom, boom, and we're on the road.
Right.
We're cruising. We're ready. We are headed to Atlanta. And nothing else exciting other than the fact that we ran into that psycho woman driving in the car. And then other people was driving crazy too. I mean, they was like, they wouldn't even turn their turn signals. You're just 65 miles an hour. They're driving 105 miles an hour and shit like that. And she is telling me, you got to keep up with the times here or you be left in the dust. And sure enough, I had to, because these guys, y'all nuts down there in Tennessee, Kentucky,
on my
Atlanta.
On my specific phone, my VZ Navigator. I know you know where I'm going, don't you? My VZ Navigator tells me the speed limit that he's going, and it tells me when he's not going fast enough. Speed limit in your area is 65 miles per hour, and it shows your speed limit 62. You drive like an old man.
Our trip to Oklahoma was a cakewalk compared to this trip, kids. At one time I thought that phone was talking to the VZ Navigator. Is that what it is? Did you say?
Yeah.
At one point in time I thought that
Claire. I call her Claire.
She's got a name for it now.
It's Claire.
Machines. What did I tell you, people? They're gonna overthrow it. 2012. We're all doomed. I could have swore
when we have to stop for gas or someone to take a potty break, and you turn and
why are you pulling
please
in
take
here?
the next available U-turn. Please take the next available U-turn.
And at one point in time, I could have swore that I heard out of this ear that phone talking to her, and the phone was saying, "Why is he driving to Atlanta, Barb? Why is he driving?"
Now
I like to take your phone and do like, the old fishing hole and skim that son of a bitch across the water.
Yeah, I got good pictures of you skimming rocks.
Yeah, that's cool.
When we took what day was that?
Oh, it was like weeks before we went to Atlanta.
Yeah, but it was
one of these nice
specific
days.
day. It wasn't Groundhog Day. It was
Who cares day? That's when it was. We're not here to talk about the old fishing hole. We're here to get this goddamn show out.
Yeah, but the trip down was smooth.
The trip down was great.
For the most part.
We pull up to the Wyndham. Oh, I tell you what.
The scenery was great. I got great pictures.
Yeah, all the way down, the scenery was fantastic. And you was like this outside. If you wasn't talking to Claire, you was taking pictures.
And we stopped at McDonald's. Remember, we stopped at McDonald's, and on my VZ Navigator, right beside where it shows our car, it shows a McDonald's sign.
I suppose the VZ Navigator said, "I suppose Bill is hungry now. Why aren't we on the road?" Okay.
Ugh.
Hey.
I don't think the chocolate is doing my throat.
Easy does it. Easy does it. See, I got a babysitter. Are you done crinkling that noise enough? Is it all good?
Oh, I'm sorry if I made noise during the show.
You're making noise. Anyways, we get the trip was seriously, the trip was great. There's a lot of mountain scenery and stuff like that. And when we pulled up to the hotel, the window, man, that was like, that's a nice hotel. Big old fountain in the middle of the square. We pull up there, and we got lucky.
We did.
Yes, we did, because we didn't think that we'd have to
be able to get into the monsters.
Yeah,
room?
and then set up, at a later time, because we needed the extra time for what we had to set up. And fortunately enough, when we walk into that hotel room, who did we find? Adolfo.
Adolfo.
And he says, "Hey man, what's going on?" He says, "We can set up now." I was like, "Great." So we go down to the Monsters Among Us room. Who do we run into? Old Sparky and Arrow. DJ Scott Trey.
That's Princess Trey.
He had his stuff set up and everything. We ran into him and was checking out. So we set up our stuff, our tables.
Yep.
And if you can you look on Facebook, there's some pictures of our tables and stuff like that.
Right.
Get it all set up, and we're ready to go to the after party. We run into Larry Lutz. We didn't get
and Margie. And Ingrid and Amber and her friend Lindsay, and I don't remember the other girl's name.
Right.
And Trey was there. Arrow was there.
Everybody was there.
Circus Envy was there.
Yeah, Circus Envy. Yeah, Circus Envy was out of costume, and I grabbed him because
Argus was there, wasn't he?
No, we didn't meet Argus until the
Argus was there, but Circus Envy wasn't.
The pre-party, I mean.
It was opposite way around.
Yeah. So we get everything set up, and we proceed to go to the pre-party with Ari Lehman, first Jason, at Jekyll and Hyde's. And
where we thought the drinks were expensive, $9 for 2 drinks. We should have stuck to that.
Man, you guys
that was the cheap way.
If you guys want to go, the next convention that happens in Atlanta, I think Atlanta wants us back. And by the way, Monsters Among Us, we're here to stay. It sounds good. We'll talk about Monsters Among Us in a minute. But what was I gonna say?
I don't freaking know.
No, when you go to it, no, that's right. When you go to Atlanta again, because I believe Atlanta wants Days of the Dead back. When you go to Atlanta this convention, sell some of your children. Take a second mortgage out on your house. Rob a bank, because you're going to need it. What are you doing to my t-shirt?
Did your shirt get wet? It smells a little mildewy.
It doesn't smell mildewy.
You smell old and mildewy.
Like I said, gonna be a long show.
You've only made 3 check marks so far.
Yeah.
Actually, you should make 4.
It's fine. It's all good. I know what's going on. You just need to sit back.
I ain't good.
And stop yelling so much when you talk in your voice. See what I had to put up with? It's a wonder. It's a wonder I don't go and start
I'll
drinking
go find
heavily.
Ethel.
You better find Ethel.
She'll calm you down. Cause
So
you're getting a little bit riled up.
We pile everybody. We got Larry Lutz and Ingrid. His wife Ingrid. We got Margie. We got Trey, Arrow in the back. And me and you, and we head to the pre-party, which was great. That was all good. And
yeah, we had a bunch of people piled in my car, but we really only should have had 5 people in my car because we had the whole back seat out.
It was packed.
And my car was full. And we're sitting there. You could not drive worth a damn that night.
Because your VZ Navigator said, turn left here.
Yeah,
turn
but
right
my
there,
VZ
turn
Navigator
right
isn't going to tell you when there's a freaking red light.
Go up the way.
We're sitting there, we're driving. It's nighttime. And you be quiet.
No, you're saying nothing.
Yes, that's right. You be quiet. We're driving. And here you can hear Ingrid from the back seat. Red light, red light, red light, red light. And here's Nightmare. There's people.
Nobody said.
Laying on her.
Nobody said I was a Mario
you were
and Gritty.
running red lights. And you're like, oh, I didn't even realize it was red. Really? You're the driver. You should know it's red.
Well, they should welcome me like one of their own since fucking Atlanta and everybody drives like maniacs. I felt right in then, didn't I?
Oh,
people are crazy, man. What the hell? But anyways.
I don't know.
We went into the pre-party and then And then we came back to the hotel, and then what?
We went to Trey's room and we had a party down in there. We all hung
Well,
out.
no, actually, I don't think that was the actual date, but I guess it doesn't really matter. But we had all sorts of places we went to. I mean, we went to this room and that room and everything like that.
There was always something to do.
And yeah.
We caught Mark Patton coming in and.
Yeah, this was Thursday when we was taking off to go to the pre-party. All the Sid Haig, Mark Patton, they was all sorts of stars was in line. They was checking in.
Right.
So Bill Moseley and the whole shebang guys and stuff.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, one of the things that was really cool. We were down in where you check in on the other side of the room. There was like a fireplace and a little lounge area.
Right, Derek Mears was down there.
Derek Mears and Tyler Main was
there.
down there, and Trey and Arrow and all of us was all hanging around.
What I did.
Look at you, you're a regular Pocahontas. I let that poke your. Anyways, this should be a family show. But we sort of went away from them guys, and then we ended up back in Trey's room, and
you had your hat around the other way.
Yeah, I had my. This is the reason why I'm hat, and I'll tell you here in a second. We show up in Trey's room, and
who walks in?
Trey. No, he was already there.
Was he already in there?
He was already.
Yeah, he was already.
It was DJ Trey, Arrow, Larry Lutz, me, you,
Amber and her 2 friends,
and Amber and her. What's her names?
Lindsay and I don't know.
And I don't know.
I don't remember the other's name.
And who by chance is sitting?
People's names enough.
And who by chance is sitting on the other side, sitting on the bed, we're all drinking, is none other than Tyler Main.
That's right.
Rob Zombie's Halloween, there, Michael Myers, and we sat there and hell, we was just bullshitting.
Turn your hat around for a minute.
Like this?
Yeah, and he had his hat on.
I had my hat like this.
And it so happened that Tyler Main had the same exact hat on. And he got in trouble, and Tyler Main told him to turn his hat around the right way. He was
going to throw me up and smack my body upside something, because he is a wrestler.
Yeah, he told you turn your hat around the right way or take it off, and he told you to always wear it like that.
Well, I told him, I said, I normally wear it like this. It's just
I know, because you think you're cool like that.
I don't think I'm cool. I don't.
Whatever.
But you'll find that picture on my Facebook, me and Tyler Main. We have good taste in hats, don't we?
It is my favorite one of your hats.
Yeah. I like it. It's
What's
cool.
with Fred?
Oh, well, let's get this old boy out of the road real quick. Got a new mask for a new year. This was from Dark Ride. What is it?
Dark Ride
Studio. James up to grab. This is a new Freddy mask that I purchased, and it was debuted. What are you?
He got chubby cheeks.
He's a pokey. This is a new mask. This is the look from Friday 13th.
Uh-oh.
Why do I get this mixed up?
You should not be able to be a monster anymore.
No. They revoked my license and take my card. This is from The Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge.
Uh-huh.
And so by chance, DJ Trey brings the same mask with him because he bought it from the same people.
Just my second favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie. My first favorite is Dream Warriors.
Right.
I love Dream Warriors. Uh-huh.
But Trey pulled off his Freddy with flying colors the first part of the show.
That sounded perverted.
No, it didn't sound perverted.
You said Trey pulled off his Freddy.
The Freddy character. We're sick, but we're still still in the mind, ain't we? Hey, look, I'm your DJ now, Princey.
Are you gonna be wearing this one when we get married, or the other one?
Probably this one, because the simple fact is, since
Mark Patton, yeah.
Mark Patton, everything like that. And if you can check out Diva's page or my page, we did a little video with Mark Patton in the Freddy attire, so check that out. But yeah, Trey bought the same mask, man. It's like, dude, where'd you get your mask at? Oh, drink right. Oh, me too. Oh, yeah. That's it. Okay. But he wore his in the.
Did you guys understand any of that? No, I didn't.
Here, I'll slow it down for you.
Now you sound like you're trying to be Sylvester.
Sylvester doesn't.
Or not Sylvester. I'm talking about Rocky.
Oh yeah, what am I?
Yo, Adrian.
Oh
Say, yo, Adrian.
Yo, Adrian.
No, say it the way Rocky says it. Yo, Adrian. No.
Yo.
That sounded cool. Do it again. Yo, Adrian. Do it again. Yo, Adrian.
I am not. It's just a button you can push.
Yes, you are.
Sometimes I feel like you're gonna install a pull string one of these days and I'm mad at you. But yeah, he had the same mask and it's like shit, wow. But he did Freddy the first part and I did Freddy like Sunday. It was Bill Hinsman, zombie from Night of Living Dead.
You know how you keep mixing up your monsters for some reason? I don't know why you are mixing up your monsters.
Because there's so many of them.
Saturday evening at the after party, we're sitting there in the bar, and we're sitting at our big round table that we had, and Andrew Alexander was sitting there with his wife, and I was talking to them, and we was talking to everybody else, and for some reason, I know that I meant to say Michael, but when I was talking to him, and I was introducing him to from Midsummer Nightmares, Corey. The mind's
now
it's
you know
gone.
how I feel.
You know, I've been sick. It's diluted with medicine.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was introducing Andrew to Corey, and when I was introducing him, I said that he's in the Monsters Among Us room with us, and I said that he plays, and I started to say Jason. You should have seen his face. It was hilarious.
Yeah,
I knew
Jason.
that I was supposed to be saying Michael, but for some reason Jason came out my lips.
Well, you know how many people go out to the haunted trail, and I have seen this so many times, and I'm not lying when I say this. A lot of people would go and see Michael Myers, and they even described me as it too. And of course, hello, I'm a little bit out of I stand out as far as a character. That Jason? Hello, Jason.
Michael and Jason don't talk.
Jason. Ain't that Jason? Not Jason. Look at a wicked witch sitting over there.
But
Jason.
Andrew plays a really good Michael Myers.
He outdid himself, and he was one of the major headliners for Monsters Among Us.
That's who else was sitting with us when we were sitting there in the after party. The Lutzes were sitting there.
Yes. Mark that off. Lutzes was sitting there. Tyler Main was sitting there. No, Tyler Main wasn't sitting there. But Friday.
No, but Savannah was sitting there.
Savannah,
she is...
What was her last name?
I don't remember.
She's only like 20 years old. If you guys caught the season finale, as a matter of fact, wasn't it?
Yes, it was the very beginning of the season finale when they're busting through that fence.
The season finale of The Walking Dead. The opening scene where all the zombies are in town and all of a sudden they started getting a herd going. And they're walking, and they go up to this fence. Well, this young lady was... You'd have to really pinpoint it out. I mean, I looked back and paused it to find out where she was at, because I had also seen a picture where Jeff Wickedbeard had posted something like that, and it's like, well, Savannah is right there at that thing. I said she had to be right there, walking, in front of the herd. Right,
and not only that, but in most of the pictures that we have with a bunch of us in the after party all together when it was the costume party and stuff, she is seen in the costume party pictures as none other than Linda Blair's exorcist.
She did herself up. Now this is Savannah, and we'll get the name for you. But she was part of the Walking Dead room with Melissa Calvin and all the rest of them.
Right.
Signing autographs, stuff like that. She did herself up for the costume contest as...
And that's a groovy.
No, it says Germany.
Oh.
Just like dotted. Or Tankia.
It's Twankia.
You can't read that.
Thank you very much.
I know my own writing. German. Okay. But no, she was. Now we met her and her aunt. Her aunt.
It was her mother.
Or was her mother? I thought it
Yes.
said her aunt.
No, it was her mother.
Her auntie.
It's her mama.
I could have swore it was her aunt. I'm sorry.
I
My
think
bad.
her aunt was maybe there too. I don't know, but it was her mama.
My bad.
We were
But
talking to all along.
she was. She did her costume up in her eyes as Regan from The Exorcist, and what she said was that she would like, if in the event that they ever make a remake, and
Of
they
the
will
original.
because they're remaking
They're
every
remaking
fucking thing
everything.
else.
I would,
She would be.
I
She
know-
wants to be the perfect Reagan, and I tell you what, she got my vote.
This is what I would like to see as far as remakes goes. There is a remake that I would love to see.
I think I know
And
what you're talking
only
about.
because of the special effects and how real and how awesome it would look. I would love to see a remake of the original Jaws.
It ain't gonna happen.
Because you know why it's not going to happen, and if it did happen, they would screw it up because they would mess with all of the originality of it and everything.
You can't. You can't do it.
I know it's a classic, and I can watch that movie over and over and over again, and ever get tired of it.
I do too.
But I would really love to see it remade with Jaws not looking so fake.
Yeah, the computer generated thing. How are you going to bring back the characters of Captain Quint,
I know,
Sheriff Brody, and Matt Hooper? You can't replace those. Roy Schneider.
Do your little fat boy impression. The little dude. Come on.
When Sheriff Brody got reamed and shit like that, he's sitting at the kitchen table and
his son's sitting there.
and his son's just like here, it's like, and his son imitates everything, and it's like that, and then he goes like, Roy goes like yes, and he goes, and look, he goes. I suppose people go remake that. If they remake it.
And then that Kendner boy,
if it ain't,
he'll be spilled all over the dock.
And I'm not going to stand here and see that thing cut open and see that little Kendner boy spill over the docks.
Go out a little further.
Why?
A little further.
What for?
Further.
What? What for? They can't remake.
No, they can't remake it and do it right. But I would really
they go screw it up.
I know, but I would really love to see
They go screw it up.
the nowadays creations of Jaws with the way that
I
they
will
did
watch the remake of The Exorcist. I won't. I don't know. No, you can't. You can't. No, you can't.
A remake that you won't catch me watching? You
can't do it.
Footloose.
I am not watching
this.
I'm tired of fucking remakes. They need to get some fresh stuff. You get some fresh stuff out there.
Footloose, you can't remake that. It was great the way it was.
I don't care.
I didn't even watch any of the previews. I refused to watch it.
Saturday of the convention.
It was awesome.
My Dexter character was great. I was impressed as hell.
I was disappointed.
Oh, here we go.
Not in Dexter or anything that you did. I was disappointed because I ordered all this new makeup stuff and it was supposed to do things that it didn't do, and I didn't get to do any of my fantastic gore work because none of my makeup worked the way that it was supposed to work. And some of the stuff that I normally use, I had left at home because this new stuff was supposed to be so awesome.
Well, just like what Jeff said, I
did have several people. I had 12 makeup jobs that I did over the weekend because I was offered gore
That's
makeup.
Right. We advertised.
And I had people coming in.
You had
for $5.
You had people like sitting left and right, getting their faces and shit.
I know. We were supposed to be out of there Saturday for the for the party. And shit,
Jeff kept saying, "Let's go, let's go." It's
people were lined up to get makeups done.
We can't leave because she's doing. We advertise that she's doing makeup. She's got to do the makeup, and when the last person's done, then we'll lock the door. Then
right.
But you had a line, man.
Your table all kinds of stuff.
Your table was freaking busy.
It was, but then, we wouldn't have had so much problems coming back as we did. Well, we would have still had the automobile problems, but we wouldn't have had the problems trying to pay for it because you had to call the bank and finagle with the bank, and they let you charge on there and when we didn't have it, and we paid for it later. But still, we wouldn't have had that problem if Saturday night I got a 7 and 7, and it was literally this big and this big around. It was half the size of this. Literally, so half the size of this.
That's what I said before,
and
kids.
He got a Bud Light in a bottle.
When you go to Atlanta and all this stuff.
$13.
Bring cash.
For 2 drinks. Are you serious?
And I thought the expenses at like the other conventions and stuff like that.
I thought they were expensive.
There was, I was looking for one of those side booths, little bars in the hallway. That sold like $1.50 bottle of Bud Light like I've seen before. I found one. But they wanted $7 for a bottle. No. That's why you gotta take your money with you. Because it's expensive.
And what you do is you bring you a cooler and you have your drinks in the cooler.
And then you ask friends like James Downing from Monsters from the Basement to go make you a beer run. And he did. And I thank you very much, James, if you're watching right now. And Christina, thank you very much for going and getting it for us.
I don't know.
You're good people.
I don't know if I've mentioned it on our show.
What?
But James Downing is the reason why Diva of the Dead got where she got so fast. Yeah. I created Diva of the Dead a year ago, January 5th. The end of January, James and I had already become friends on Facebook, and he says, I'm going to make you the new Babe from the Basement for February. Diva wasn't even a whole month old yet, and he made her the Babe from the Basement, and I'll tell you what, my friend requests were coming left and right.
Yeah,
all day long, I was getting friend requests, and now I have so many friends, and Diva has so many fans, and a lot of it has to do with because of James Downing.
Because of James is what
he gave Diva her big break.
He did. And we love James.
She was just a little one.
And we're glad to see him that weekend. And their fan.
Oh, I didn't get a picture this time of Diva biting James. I always bite.
Well, there was plenty of pictures of me slicing his face open.
I know, I saw those.
Because James wasn't a big Dexter. I bet James, I guess, was about like me.
I got you into watching Dexter.
With his girlfriend, got him into watching too.
Dexter's badass.
And like I said, that character of Dexter went over pretty good. We're going to bring him back to future conventions. I had a lot of business. A lot of people came up and wanted their blood slide.
You were creeping people out with your Hannibal.
Yeah, I did all that. Everything went great.
For a first time of you doing a makeup job all by yourself for being a zombie and stuff, you pulled off Bill Hensman's zombie character very well on Sunday.
Except for one thing that I forgot to do.
What'd you forgot to do?
When we did a test run here, actually, the last show that you seen, we did video. I was in the costume.
Right.
But you suggested something about putting baby powder combed in my hair to get the white.
To make your hair look gray.
Because Bill Hensman at the time, was he like white?
He had gray hair.
Blonde, but it was black and white.
His hair was like light brown, but he had gray in it.
A light color in your hair other than mine. I mean, and that's what I did as far as that go was combing it, but I didn't do that. But nevertheless, I mean,
speaking of hair color,
I did mine.
I had some bad hair 2 days before we left. So I colored my hair with the same stuff that I always color my hair with, because I was born blonde, but every year my hair gets darker and darker.
Born blonde. Anyway,
hey, I have my childhood pictures. Thank you very much, and I'm blonde. Anyway, so I go to color my roots again. And I do the same stuff that I always do, and I'm rinsing the hair out, and I'm seeing in the bottom of the tub there's a very funky color. It was blue. It was
you dyed your hair like 5 times.
Yeah, and then I put a hat on, and I go out in Walmart, and I get me a new bottle of hair stuff, but a different brand, and it did nothing. So then we go out, and I buy this stuff called Color Oops. It is. It's called Color Oops. And you know what it does?
Yeah, color. Oh shit.
I think that's what it's called.
The luck you was having. Color. Oh shit. Not again.
No, but you put this stuff on your hair.
Go ahead. Ow.
That kind of stung my fingers. I'm glad
Good.
I stung your freaking leg.
Your hair color, dear.
Yes. I went and I got this color fixer stuffer. I think it's called Color Oops. But I put this stuff on my hair, and I...
Color fixer stuffer upper. Yeah, that's what it was.
But you know what?
We need a good slogan for this thing.
How about color fixer upper stuffer?
That'll work.
Babe,
And then
seriously?
we printed it on the bottle, and we've had sales nevertheless.
Sell me this product. No, I put this stuff on my hair, and I put it on. You're supposed to leave it on for a certain amount of time, and I go in and I rinse my hair out, and then you're allowed to color your hair right after you're done.
It's a screw up thing, you know. It goes back to your original thing, so you can start fresh.
And you know what happened?
Right.
I went in and I dried my hair, and you know what it did? It was as if I didn't do anything to my hair at all. It went totally back to when I colored my hair the time before. It took all the dark roots out. It took all the bad color out. And look, it's great. Except for on your camera, it kind of looks a little yellow.
I think they'll have
it's not yellow.
I think they'll have the general idea that it worked out for.
But my hair looks great.
Yes.
I love my hair nowadays. You know why?
Why?
Because remember how I had to get it all cut off because at the salon a couple years back, almost 2 years back, when they screwed up my hair and my hair was down to the middle of my back and I had to cut 9 inches off of it because it wouldn't come the color. Wish I would have found that Color Oops back then. And then my hair would be down to my waist by now.
Then you would look like an old lady.
But my hair, I had to get it cut off all the way up, and it refused to grow. But guess what? This stuff here, you see that? You turn it like that. You take one of these twice a day, 500 milligrams of this stuff. I tell you what, my hairs are growing. And I like the length that it is. You know why? Because whatever I want my hair to do, it looks good.
When does this become a salon talk here?
I don't know. Because I'm diva and that's the kind of stuff I like to talk about.
You're fortunate enough people like you, or they'd say, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Hey, you know what I just realized?
You know what I just realized?
You know what I just realized?
What?
This just in. It's the first time that I've bounced for over a week.
Yeah,
I got my bounce back. I'm Tigger again.
I thought maybe I'd have to bounce you into a body bag, is what I was going to say. But
that was a big burp.
Saturday let's get back to the convention. Saturday went well.
Yeah.
We had people coming in. We had pictures taken. Diva sold a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I spent $200 on drinks.
Yeah.
Whew-wee.
You know, if I'm missing anything, I'll recap it from the next show. But once again, it's like, what is it?
I don't know where you're going.
Fate or something like that. A little bit over 2 o'clock in the morning, when all the people are in bed. Some of us are still partying and everything like that.
Partying.
We're in our room doing something and getting ready to go somewhere. And all of a sudden we hear...
I was drying my hair because I went down to take a shower.
All of a sudden we hear out in the hallway...
You told me to shut off the hairdryer.
Yeah, shut off a minute.
And you're like, what is that sound? The fire alarm's going off. I'm like, oh, okay. You're like, we got to get out of here. I'm like, okay. And I turn the hairdryer back on.
Let's start drying your hair.
Because
if it's an actual fire, your hair is going to get dried. I swear. The damn fire alarm went off. Do you remember the last time we seen this updates of the day? Fire alarm went off then, too.
You know who they blamed it on?
Who did they blame it on?
People were out in the hallway trying to say that it was one of the actors.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. Nobody knows exactly what it is.
No.
All I know is that Adolfo was not a very happy camper.
Nobody
right
was
along
very
with
happy.
everybody
I
else.
took pictures of the firemen and the fire trucks.
They were doing their shit, man.
You know, if you go to YouTube, there's this little 3-year-old boy who can't say fire truck. He says fire fuck.
Oh, no, for the language here.
Jordan can't say glow sticks.
No, we're not going. No, we're not going there. It's bad. That's
My
bad.
grandson can't say glow sticks. He
But
says
once
glow
again,
dicks.
the fire
It's
the
funny
fire
to make him
alarm
keep
went
saying
off.
it.
I hope. Is it what I put?
Because he keeps saying glow dicks. Grandma, you have any more glow dicks?
But you know, better not to say. Like,
I
say
know.
that stuff. What's the matter with you?
But it's funny to make him say glow stick because he can't say it. I have words I can't say.
I used to have a problem saying certificate, and my dad would laugh at me. You say the goddamn thing right. I'm sorry. No, you said it wrong.
Cassandra
No,
used
he
to not
wouldn't
be
say.
able to say pillow. She called it a plateau.
A plateau?
A plateau.
Hey, give me a plateau.
Yeah, a plateau.
Certificate.
You know what she would do? This is really creepy. You know how kids have their little imaginary friends? Well, when she was 2
still
years
have
old, I know it's me.
No, it's not you.
I'm imaginary.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, you'd have to be imaginary. When someone make it poof and put you in a closet.
When Cassandra was 2 years old, she would be looking out the window. I'm like, Cassandra, what are you looking at? There's a man across the street and he's staring at me. And you look out the window and you see nothing. Where's he at? He's right there. Maybe it was a ghost. Maybe she was able to see a ghost.
I don't know. But speaking of ghosts, the other day here I was on the computer.
Yesterday.
You was sleeping on the couch.
I took a nap.
No, you what? No, you.
I went in to take a shower or something.
Right now, my desk. We're doing the show right now in the background. You said we're on our couch right now. We're in the living room.
You guys are on the coffee table.
Yeah, you guys are on a coffee table.
Yeah.
Normally we do the show if we're gonna do a video or anything like that.
I don't know why I just did that.
Cause you're nuts. My desk
Fun.
If you look over there, my desk is a total wreck, and I haven't got to rearrange it because we're gonna rearrange stuff. But right now we're doing the show. We're in the coffee table. But I was on. I think it was on Facebook, and I set the mouse. You know, my mouse right here, as you can see, what this is. See. Wait a minute. I changed the thing.
It's
There
still
we are.
there.
There we are. I clicked. It's like, where'd we go? Because we can see ourselves down there. You know, it stretches over there, and I run everything right here. I had it sitting on a coffee table, and all of a sudden, you know, I'm writing down notes and stuff, and all of a sudden I look up, and I see the arrow in the mouse. It's starting to move like that. The damn mouse was moving by itself. It was not propped up or anything off there. It was a flat surface, as you can see right there.
The mouse itself wasn't moving. The pointer was moving.
The pointer was moving,
Oh.
not the mouse. Yeah, everything was, and I kept watching that, and it's like, dumbass, you got your cell phone here. Record this real quick, so everybody thinks you're a liar. But as soon as I turned it on, it stopped. So once again,
Well, yeah, just
ghosts
like
go
before.
through the computers.
Mhm.
They do that.
Yep.
So that's the way it is. So Saturday, other than everything went fine, Dexter went okay, the fire alarm went off, and we went to another room for some other parties. Peter Mann was there, the giant Peter that you see.
Oh, Peterman.
And a matter of fact, this July at Days of the Dead will be his first birthday, so we're going to have to celebrate with him. What are you doing?
He has a hair on his chin. By the hair on my chinny chin.
But yeah, Friday and Saturday was tremendous. You can see more pictures and more videos and everything.
Diva
online.
partied her butt off.
That's right, you did. Online and
just as I finally
on
started to
YouTube's
get a
got
buzz,
some more too.
the fire alarm went off
And
and
the fire
ruined
alarm.
it.
Yeah, that's okay.
These are hard for my tiny little fingers to move around.
Well, yeah, they're not for midget fingers. They're little chubby sausage fingers. They're for fingers like this.
Why
long
is there
ones.
slices in here? Because they're
For
old?
ventilation.
Oh, you stuck those slices
No,
there?
they was how I bought it.
Fire.
They were like that when I bought it.
The glove had holes in it when you bought it.
Slices to move in a here. I don't trust you because the next thing you know, you're going to say, Is that a bruise you got on your finger? Oh, that's how you do this thing. You don't.
I wish you would turn down the helicopter.
You are not safe.
You're making me cold.
And people are not safe around you when it comes to when you're holding sharp objects because I don't.
Chop object.
Chop object.
Chop object.
Chop object.
Chop
object. I ain't no win.
You'll pay now.
Jay.
You'll pay now.
Jay. Take your toy car back to the carpet.
Do it now.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
There went your voice.
Yeah, it's still in my chest. It still hurts. So.
Folks, we're going to take a little break, but when we come back, our trip's not over yet. Sunday's coming. Whoa! And we'll be back right after these messages. Where's that mouse at? There. Oh, it's moving by itself. I'm being possessed. Jay.
Guy Angel.
Did it stop?
Click it already.
Oh, it's not done
it's
yet.
Still going.
Welcome back to the second.
Oh.
Did I alarm you?
I didn't know you was clicking. I was just sitting here just waiting on you to get busy. And all of a sudden you was like, welcome. I'm like, oh.
And now we're busy.
Yeah.
Welcome to the second half of the Nightmare Hour Plus show.
That's right.
I'm your host, Nightmare Man, alongside with D.V. Dead, right here, over here. And Sunday came in Atlanta. And zombies were all about the area.
We monsters
Tell them who visited us.
Among Us were in the room, and this one here was going and getting changed out of your zombie. You're about to spill that. Was changing out of your zombie character, and you was changing into Fred, and none other than Miss Zombie herself, Melissa Cowan from The Walking Dead, comes into the Monsters Among Us room, brings her boyfriend and her two little adorable daughters come and spend time and talk to all of us monsters. And she took a ton of pictures. And
the kids got some goodie bags.
Yes, they got goodie bags and sashes. And I got pictures of me sitting on the floor reading my little Diva's undead stories.
Yeah, one of the pictures in the beginning of the show, that I put that there.
Oh, did you?
Sitting there, yeah.
It was really cool.
I'm with him and Fred. Yeah, she got some.
And actually, Melissa Cowan bought something off of my table. Off of your table. She bought it for...
Stuff, yeah.
Who was that? The male that was with them? Was that her boyfriend's son, or who was that teenager?
I can't remember.
I can't remember his name either.
But, well, they're all related and everything.
Yeah, they're all one big team.
They got some stuff on the tables.
I thought that was just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, she came
in there, and she was in there for a good half an hour, 45 minutes.
Well, everything was
just chatting with all of us and taking pictures with all the monsters. You know what my favorite
because it was
Sunday.
A Sunday was like kind of dead, so Melissa and all of them could have.
Not at my table, it wasn't.
Well, I mean, in other areas of the convention, everything was breaking down, so she had the opportunity to break away from her table because there was nothing going on in the Walking Dead room, and so they came down to. What are you having a fit over there? Oh, I know what she went for.
This was Diva's debut sash. I'm sure all of you guys, in which way do I need to go? I'm sure everybody remembers it. Look at all of the autographs that I have on it. Every one of these autographs.
Name them all. Well, you probably can't read all the names because they got fancy lettering. Like Norman Reedus was the very first one that signed it.
Melissa Cowan, Ashley Joe S. She says num num.
You had
Michelle or Mike. I don't know, Michael or Michelle.
Let's cut to the chase.
Sophie and
let's cut to the chase. Zombies from Horror Hound and Days of the Dead and everybody that you got.
And Norman Reedus.
A shitload.
Melissa Cowan and I've got all kinds of them on here. It's only people from The Walking Dead are on this sash. So the only time you ever see me wearing this is when I'm getting a new autograph.
Do you know, in my personal opinion,
this is priceless.
Years down the road, that is like, what you have right now here is a piece of history.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I bet you could buy a house with that.
6, 7.
Down the road, you could. Hell, you can get a comic book of Superman. If you had the very first Superman, you probably could buy 2 houses.
9, 10, 11, 12. I have 13 Walking Dead autographs on and 3 huge names.
But let me ask you a question.
And Rooker.
But let me ask you a question.
Is
these all Walking Dead signatures you're going to have?
This is only going to be from people from The Walking Dead. Yes.
Okay. All right.
This is just my zombie sash now.
Okay. But that's cool.
Yeah. It's awesome.
That you have what is to be considered a very valuable commodity, in my opinion. So what do? You put it on. You send me a very first edition of Batman. You send me here.
I make my own sashes.
You put it away.
I don't know if you guys knew this, but I make my own sashes with my own sewing machine. And this one here, I chose not to sew. I safety pinned it together, and I only sewed the bottom. But when I made my second sash, when I sewed it together just right down here where it made a pocket so I could put my cell phone in it.
Put your crack in there.
I put my cell phone and my little tiny wallet in there. Yeah.
Worked out great.
But yeah, this has still got Diva's blood and everything all over it because I refuse to wash it, obviously. But
throw it in the washer and I will throw you in the washer.
That's the back side of the side that's... Look, this is right where my boob is. My boobs are always bloody for some reason. The blood always just goes there. Even if I don't put it there. It's not like it's a bad thing. But yeah, Melissa came into the room and she was ever so gracious and she stood there and she was talking to us all. And
she's cool.
Soon on the Nightmare Hour, you guys will get to hear an interview because Melissa has graciously given us the green light to give her a call and have an interview with her.
So we'll catch her.
Possibly the next show. Maybe the next one after that.
It all has to do with scheduling. You know, we got behind on scheduling because of the simple fact you was sick too. So
yeah, we're supposed to get Kitty Zombie and a Kitsy Duncan.
We don't get it. We'll get it another round, but we do have the green light. Melissa said it's fine or whatever, but you have to understand that she does have a business schedule herself. So when she does get a break, I'm sure that she'll be obligated, to hang out with us. So
I'm having a double whammy this week.
What are you having a double whammy this week?
I'm trying to get over this bronchitis, and then it becomes spring outside. It totally skips the Indian summer and jumps right into spring, and makes my allergies say hello.
Hello. Is that how they talk?
Yes, they do.
All right, great. Get your blanket off me.
All of a sudden, I'm all sniffly, and I'm like, what the hell?
She stole this blanket from the window, by the way.
I did not. It's my blanket.
Every time we walk in with, this amount of stuff, we walk out of the hotel, and she's loaded up soap.
That's not even true. What the hell?
She tells them people, please to send up more towels. She said, how many you want? About 50.
No,
and
sir.
she walks out with
she's a
thief when it comes. She
You're
got
such
it from.
A liar.
My sister does the same thing when she goes to the hotel. She scrapes up everything. If she could get a television in her fucking purse, she'd do it too. Just steal stuff.
But actually,
we don't steal nothing. Although that one bed we slept in one time.
Actually, one time I deliberately did pilfer one thing. When we was
roll of toilet paper.
No.
'Cause you had the
A few
poopies.
years back, before I got reunited with you, when I was at Red Lobster with someone for my birthday, I did take crab leg crackers with me.
I'm turning her in.
I didn't
If
do
there's
it
a
on
re-
purpose.
if
I
there's-
had my crab legs and I scooped everything up and they gave me this thing.
If there's a
because
reward for you, I'm gonna cash you in.
it was an all-you-can-eat thing, and so of course I had them bring me some more crab legs and stuff. And then all of a sudden, after they bring me all my crab
Sure.
legs and stuff, all of a sudden I'm so full I can't eat no more. So I have them bring me a to-go box, and I put all my crab legs and stuff in there, and I didn't realize that I'd scooped into the crab leg thing, the crab leg cracker.
You stole the crab.
Yep,
like crap.
I did. From Red Lobster.
All those junior divas out there probably
I know.
watching this show is gonna get
Shame on me.
shame. You don't see all
I
them.
love you.
You don't. Now, man, don't be giving me your germ stuff. Next thing you know, I'm gonna be on the couch going.
And I was like, "Ah, you got my crud."
Like you was.
No, I would not do that. You're worser than me.
Well, Sunday came. We stretched.
I didn't
And-
get to tell you the answer to my question. When I asked you, do you know what's my favorite picture from Sunday when Melissa Cowan was in there with her family?
It's the one that you and the girls, her daughters, are sitting
Actually,
on the
that's
floor.
not my most favorite one. and
That
I'll
is
tell
mine
you
because
why.
you're reading the story from the storybook that you read from A Deadly Dose of Diva.
Yes, from my
which
show,
will be,
which will be coming back very, 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 very soon.
yeah, season. Yeah, they can put
Season
Walking
2
Dead
will
on a hiatus for us. They'll put the show on it, but we're gonna revamp it. Things take
No,
time.
my favorite
We don't
show-
have a production thing, so
There's-
we'll do it.
Just stay tuned, goddammit, I'll beat your ass.
DJ Trey was dressed as Pennywise the Clown.
That was cool.
And we had
He debuted his
Andrew
Pennywise.
Alexander, he was dressed as Michael Myers. And then you were dressed as Fred.
No
And
shit.
who else
Had a fit
was
there.
dressed? What was Wicked Beard?
Wicked Beard was dressed as the Jason from Jason, I believe, X, before he went into space. I believe.
And then who else? There was one more.
Larry was dressed as Wishmaster.
That's right, he had his gin on.
That's right.
But anyway-
he got his gin on. Sucking
And
on
that's a
gin
pretty
and
awesome
juice.
costume.
Laid back.
With my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
You're poking me.
That's right.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Anyway, my favorite picture is all these monsters are all lined up together, and I'm taking a picture, and all of a sudden I zoom in because Melissa's standing there, and she's got one of her daughters standing there, and someone, I think her boyfriend, was holding her one daughter, and you look over, and here's Andrew's hand, and he's all a monster, and you can see this little girl sitting there holding his hand.
That's
It is.
It's the little things in life.
It's an awesome picture.
It's
I
the
love
little
that
things
picture.
in life. It's the little things in life that get you going. But Sunday we finished up with Monsters Among Us,
And I was supposed to go down to the room next to us and get my full-size Frankenstein poster for $8, and I forgot to do
I was
it.
going to get a Dexter poster too, and I was going to hang it up
I
for the
really
Dexter
wanted
thing.
that poster.
But oh well, we
This
miss
ginormous poster
we
of
miss
my
out.
favorite
We
monster.
miss out on a lot of things.
Guys, want to see something?
So, there she goes taking off again. Didn't you not
No.
show us at another
Look
one
at
point in
this.
time?
Ready? Hey, you didn't do it. That's awesome. It's my ginormous Pez dispenser that you got me at.
I think
Spencer's?
it was Spencer's, yeah. It was
Yeah,
Spencer's
he's
in the
dusty.
Lima Mall.
Yeah, you got him at Spencer's for me for my birthday.
That's a big ass Pez dispenser.
I ate all the Pez out of it.
Of course you do. Yeah.
Of course I did.
That's cool. Sunday.
My favorite monster.
We was just wrapping up stuff and finishing up with Monsters Among Us, and all the guys were in costume and tearing down. And as the day progressed, we got in touch with Mark Patton.
Oh yes, this was a great
Jesse
ending.
from A Nightmare on Elm Street. We were chilling and packing our stuff up and everything, you know, calling it a night. So we get a hold of Mark and we hang out down in the lobby where Tyler Main and
right.
Derek Mears
and
was.
Right and about here, you should pause the show and do a cut in and insert the video that you're about to tell about. You should insert that video.
I will.
I think that would be a good part. But Ellen
yeah.
And I went down there and I said I would like to do a tiny little video of you. I was talking to Mark Patton. I would like to do a video of you and Mr. Fred here. I said, I don't care what you guys do, just do something ad lib. And Mark's like, okay, I'll be sitting here like I'm signing autographs. And I'm like, okay. So he's sitting there signing autographs, and all of a sudden you pop up behind him. Yeah, as Fred.
Yeah.
And you said,
tell me.
We got a lot of work here.
I said that line. That line was from DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
I know.
That's the only thing I can think of.
You got the body, but I got the brain.
Yeah.
Sweet.
But it was awesome. And then later that evening.
Sunday evening we got a hold of Mark and we
That's
sat
right.
there in one of the lobbies in the lounge and we talked about the wedding and stuff and just
well,
had
he told me
great time.
He told me his room number. He was gonna have us come down there and have a little chill time in his room and we was all gonna sit and chit chat and stuff and we went and we took a nap because everybody wanted to go take a nap. Mark wanted to go take a nap. And so we wake up from our nap and I call to his room from our room and I'm like, this is Diva. I said, have you had your dinner yet? And he says, no. And I said, would you like to meet up in a little while and go have some dinner? And he said, sure. And he brought his lady friends. One who is Nadine, she's from Germany, and then there was 3 other ladies, and I can't remember where everyone was from. They were from Australia.
As far as I knew, and correct me, you know, all the people out there watching the show, correct me if I'm wrong, but the thing about it, I think one was from Germany and the rest of them was from Australia.
I think so, but we had a 2-hour evening dinner. Sitting up in the little bar right out down in the lobby.
Well, it was great.
We were all sitting there talking about how we were talking about mutual Facebook friends that we all had, and we were talking about different stories. We even talked about our pets, and we talked about different experiences that we've had watching different movies and that and the other.
It was great to meet.
It was great. These ladies were so sweet.
Yeah, it was great to meet people from other countries. You mean like Australia and Germany, man. So, you know, they were
I could just sit all day and listen to them talk.
Well, yeah.
They had such great accents.
Well, we sat there and had a good time and ate our supper and it was a fantastic evening.
Damn it. My favorite.
Cough it up.
My favorite story time was when, I think it was Nadine was telling a story how her nephew, I think it was this little kid, and he was like 3 years old or something, and the first time that he got to watch Nightmare on Elm Street, and...
yeah, okay, I remember what you said.
And he couldn't call Freddy Krueger, he called him Scratchy Man. Or Scratchy Boy, that's what it was, Scratchy Boy. And so Mark Patton had run off to his room and got some pictures of himself as, you know, Jesse and everything. He comes down and he writes them and he autographs them to Scratchy Boy.
Scratchy Boy.
Yeah, so she got to take autographs home for this little boy who was probably now... grown up.
I bet it'd flip out.
It's probably 20 years later.
But it's great
awesome.
meeting people. I mean, we meet people at conventions, but I would have never have thought in a million years we'd meet some people from Australia and Germany. When you sit down to a nice meal and talk with Mark Patton, and that was, you know, we had what a break from all the monotony and the craziness from the conventions, but. We just had a nice, comfortable meal, and we talked all the things, and it's just like, and afterwards, Mark took off back to his room to get some sleep, And the lady, we stood there for like maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Good 20
minutes.
minutes.
And still talking about stuff and still talking about stuff that we did and everything.
And
we just had a great time. I mean, it was fantastic. It was great.
William and Barbara was discussing the whole evening about Nightmare Man and Diva. And then after Mark Patton went to his room and we were standing there with the ladies and we were all talking, we started to tell them about Irving and Ethel. And so I showed them
the Hyde to our Jekyll.
I showed them the infamous video of Irving sitting there as his fan and talking all about Diva.
That was nuts.
And
it's a wonder they just run off and left us because they were all nuts.
Insisted that we do not give up on Irving and Ethel.
No, they're here to
stay. They think Irving and Ethel are awesome.
They're here to stay.
And ladies and gentlemen, very soon, possibly at the next convention, you never know, when you walk up to Diva and Nightmare's table, you're not going to see Diva at her table. You're not going to see Nightmare at his table. Because Ethel will be at Nightmare's table, and Irving will be at Diva's table.
Irving will be at Diva babysitting. Those are our biggest fans.
That's right.
So look out for those, because they're here to stay.
And I think
we have a
right
game
now
plan.
Would be a good time to pause the show again and pop in your Irving video. That would be awesome. Kapow!
I don't know how to do that though.
Why don't you? You just split the video and you just pop it in there.
We'll figure it out and edit it.
Yeah,
But anyways,
I know how. I know how to do it.
We had a wonderful time in that evening, and we didn't get a chance to watch The Walking Dead because Atlanta, where they filmed some of it, they don't have a cable system where you can go up and actually.
Yeah, Mr. Nick Tyson, I know what you did, Mister.
I know.
You texted him. You told him what happened on that show. When I told him, don't you dare get the answers. Don't you dare get the spoilers.
Is everybody crazy?
He got the spoilers. And guess what, little buddy? Your ass is a grass when Diva gets a hold of you because you told him stuff that he shouldn't have known. And what did you do? You told me.
Yeah, that was my mistake because I had to tell the mouth of the South here. Go get him, Cletus.
And you told me, and I did not want to know what was going to happen before it happened. I wanted to be surprised.
Nick, don't worry about it.
Never, ever give a spoiler out again. You're going to kick your ass.
Nick, did I not say? Go ahead and tell me. You can vouch for it. Don't let her get you on. I asked for it. You are in the right.
Yeah, you're asking for it right now.
You are in the right. I'm in the wrong. Don't worry about it. I got your back. Don't worry about this.
Boy.
Don't worry about this.
He texted you and said, "Do you want to know?" Well, he shouldn't have even done this much.
Don't worry about this thing over here.
What the hell's with you singing tonight?
A good cement brick right to the cranium. Take it out.
Again.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. She's fine.
Sounding a little scratchy.
Here, watch this. See? No effect. Don't worry about it. So.
Mess up my tiara.
Monday morning.
Yeah.
We're done. Time to pack it up. Time to go down and get all the stuff from the Monsters Among Us room.
How long did it take you to find a cart?
It took a while because they don't have carts there.
I think they only have 2.
Yeah, I don't think. And Patterson Lindquist, the Elvira impersonator, actually came up to us and asked us if we had a cart. And how he's great impersonator. Oh, because I love Elvira.
I know you. She's going to be a horror hound.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can make it there Saturday.
I hope we can.
That's all right. But it's time to go home. Pack up your chivvies and head on down the old highway.
Yeah.
We thought.
We get down the highway, 2.5 hours. We're in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and all of a sudden, all the power goes out in the car.
The power goes off first in the radio.
Yeah, the radio goes off, and I thought my iPod had died because I didn't have it plugged in.
What happened to Madonna?
What happened? And then all of a sudden, we noticed that
Gauges
aren't working. Nothing's working. I'm like, look at your battery control. You just lost all power.
And it's like the Bridge of the Enterprise.
And so I get on.
Kirk to Scotty! Come on, Scotty!
Listen, I'm already on my VZ Navigator for the directions anyway to make sure we're doing everything right.
2 hours into the trip?
2.5, yep. And I said, do you want me to get on here and find the next auto store so we can get the new battery? You're like, yeah.
Nah, let's see if we can make it.
I do it.
Let's see if we can make it back to Ohio. I have good faith.
The next Walmart or something. It was the next Walmart.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
That fan is drying my throat out. You gotta turn it down.
Okay, now I get a chance to get up myself.
Anyway, so I'm getting on my navigator, and it says the next exit.
Wait. Batman shorts.
It says the next exit that there is a Walmart. So we take the exit. We're halfway through the exit, and all of a sudden the car starts going slower and slower and slower and slower, and suddenly stops right in the middle of the exit. And I'm thinking, I'm like, I said, I think we got some friends from around in here. Somewhere in Tennessee.
We didn't know what was going on. We were lost.
Get
we
on
were
my
dead
phone.
in the water. It's like the Klingons busted our asses.
My friend from, actually, we had just reconnected because we hadn't seen each other since high school. And her name is Billy Joe.
Billy Joe Brown. I used to date her back in the day. We went on dates when I was a teenager. Yep.
But anyway, so I look on Facebook and, well, you know it, Billy Joe is right around in the same area where we broke down at. So I call her, and we were only like 20 minutes from her house. So she comes and she rescues us. She takes us to her house.
Well, she actually what she did is she knew some people that owned a tow truck. We put the truck.
Yeah, I had to give the rest of my gas money to the tow truck guy.
We put the truck on the thing, and they bring us back to their house. And
where her husband, who is very, very sweet,
Paul, he looks like Robin Williams. Yes, he does.
Dear.
In my opinion, he does. With a little age, he looks like Robin Williams. He does. Paul's the dude, man. He is a good dude. He looks like Robin Williams.
And Billy Joe, she's like, hey, what'd you guys do to my husband? He don't usually talk. We don't usually converse.
Because we really injected him to some talk serum.
I said, I don't know. We're just sitting here talking about convention. She's like, he's really interested in what you guys do. So he's going to be there when we get married. They're going to come along, and they're going to experience our experiences. And I don't know if Billy Joe have such a good time about it when she sees all the monsters running around the hallways. Monsters. No, she doesn't like scary stuff.
But I do want to, right at this point in time, well, no wonder yell. You don't listen to nothing. I'm not.
The air was drying out my.
You don't listen to nothing. You was yelling more, and it has been documented on tape that you are yelling more.
You don't have any proof.
Yeah, that's right. I don't have any proof.
You love me?
No, I don't like it. I'm about to drink.
Are you drinking all my 7-Up?
No, I'm drinking your tequila.
No, you're not. Are you really?
Yes, I am.
Smells like 7-Up.
Wine cooler.
Oh, you took my wine cooler.
But we was dead in the water, and we spent the evening with Billy Joe and Paul, and they was gracious enough to bring us in
and watching.
We did walk out in their backyard, man.
It was great.
You look over to the side.
There's a mountain over there.
There's a mountain there, and it's like when I lived out in the country, I looked up in the air, and all I seen was air. They have a mountain there. That was freaking cool.
It was great when we woke up in the morning and that mountain had all kinds of fog laying over it.
Yes.
Oh, it was pretty. I took a picture.
And we'll get to the Howdies, and it's Big Howdies will be their first one there.
They take my alternator out of my truck, and they take it down to, what's that place called?
O'Reilly's.
Yeah. Yeah, about like that. They take my alternator down to O'Reilly's and get it tested. Dude tests it twice. Alternator's good. Passed.
It's fun.
It's alternator just fine. It's passed with flying colors.
It's fun. Flying kicking my ass.
So he sells these guys. I didn't go along. He sells these guys a battery.
I had to take care of it. So it has to be a battery.
$131 after taxes for a battery for my big beast out there.
Exactly.
So
bring it back.
They take my old battery, put it on a charger overnight, leave it sit. It gets up next morning and takes.
Boom! It's ready to go.
Car starts right up. So put the old battery back in the back end of the truck.
Said our goodbyes. Said our goodbyes to Billy and Paul. And thanking you
Got
very much for all you've done for us.
We gave them lots of even nightmare swag.
Yeah, we gave them a lot of stuff.
Pictures and sweatshirts and
but yeah, we really appreciate it.
All kinds of stuff.
If it wasn't for them, we'd have been screwed,
we would have been up a shit creek way further than we were.
You bet.
We were up a shit creek, but we had a paddle.
It all fit into place.
This time we had a paddle.
There was a reason.
So we get another 2.5 hours down the road.
We're on the road.
Williamsburg, Kentucky.
Let's pull over and take a pee.
Yeah. We stop at a rest stop to go to the bathroom.
Set it off. Go eat something. We stopped at Cracker Barrel, so I had some food.
Your food.
Yeah,
we took it to go so we could keep going.
So I would go to pee and eat at the same time.
So we stopped and you had to go to the restroom. So I said, okay, we'll sit here and you can eat your sandwich and we can chill out a little bit because my knee was bothering me and you didn't want me to do any driving. He did not let me do any of the driving. It's a 10-hour drive and he did not let me do any of the driving.
Because you didn't need to.
You drove all the way to Billy Joe's house, and then you drove all the way to Williamsburg, got stuck again, got back in the car, turn it, nothing. A stranger sitting there, and him and his wife, older gentleman, walking up to his car. I said, "Excuse me, would you mind giving us a jump? Our battery's dead." So he puts it on the charge, and we leave it sit for a couple of minutes, charge it up to his car. We go down the road, and I had automatically got on my VZ Navigator and see where was the next AutoZone. It was AutoZone on this one.
What's your thing's name again?
VZ Navigator?
No, you have a name for her.
Oh, Claire.
Claire.
Yes. So I asked Claire
Tell
where's the nearest
dumbass
AutoZone.
to get 9 miles on the highway.
I think she's got. I don't like her.
I like Claire.
Yeah.
So we're going down. And we get to the exit where it's supposed to be. We go and we find this AutoZone.
9 miles.
The battery power, the gauge was like at 10%. It was way down there. I'm like, it's a good thing we found this place. So the guy comes out and he takes out the alternator and he hooks it up to his little doodad and does this, that, and the other. He says, "Fail!" Yeah.
It failed.
The dude at O'Reilly's,
I would like to talk to the guy at O'Reilly's.
And it was good. It was bad, and he said it was good.
I remember a face. If I'm ever back in that way again, I'm gonna walk into that store, and I'm gonna bring my claws with me.
So,
because
now here you sit in Williamsburg, Kentucky, with a bad alternator. What? 6.5, 7 hours from home.
Fortunately, we do some finagling and everything like that. We get a new alternator, which has to spend more money. And we throw that in there. Yeah. And a big shout out going to all you AutoZone people over here in Williamsburg, Kentucky.
That's right. That guy did not have to change that
out. No, he didn't
for
do
us,
nothing,
but
man.
He did.
He knew that we was in a bad spot. And we ain't joking here. We was in a bad spot.
Yeah.
They was very gracious, all of them.
That's right.
To helping us get us asses back to Ohio.
Not only that, but he let me take my phone and charger inside AutoZone and plug it in and charge my phone up so we would have good power to get us the rest of the way home.
Just one more reason why, people at AutoZone, they strive on
and he gave me a Pepsi.
The thing about it is, now, to get off the subject, recently, if you all have been talking, we've all been talking about the thing about my daughter Mary, Scary Mary, getting her homeschooling here.
That's right.
Time Warner had to set up the cable system, and I was talking to the gentleman that was doing that, and it come on the subject about our recent mishaps here going home. And we told him about O'Reilly's. He said O'Reilly's, a friend of his went to O'Reilly's and to check something, and the people that was working there didn't know their ass from a hole in the ground. They had to get 3 people to figure out what the hell was going on.
The guy kept asking him questions of how to do something.
Yeah, the customer. Like, yeah. What the hell? Is it infectious? Does O'Reilly order? You know, I mean, well, not order, but they could order people in from the bowels of hell.
They must hire right out of high school.
Here,
hey,
you're a good occupant.
Here's my honey
Would you like a job at O'Reilly's? Yeah, because that'd be about the extent. Honey mustard.
No.
I bought those on the trip, didn't I?
Those are mine. I didn't get to eat them because I got a sore throat and everything, and I couldn't. Jeez, you messed them all up. Now they're not in a stack.
Pretty good.
They're messed up.
No, let me fix them.
No.
Okay.
So we get back to the car.
Problem is solved. Problem is solved. The new battery we have that we didn't have to buy was charged. Old battery wouldn't matter anyways.
But it was charged.
We're back 92%. On the road. And we're back on the road, and we're going to stay on the road. And that's the way it is. We get to go to get some gas in... Are we still in Ohio or are we still in Kentucky? I think we're in Ohio. We may be in Ohio. We need to get some gas, wherever it is.
We got gas across the street from the AutoZone.
No, it wasn't from AutoZone. We went further on down the ways. Trust me, we did.
But anyway, we went to get gas.
We get to get gas, and we pull up to this place, and I throw like $3 in. This is going to get us to home.
Because we was already 75% full.
Yeah, we walk into the store, and all of a sudden, she's shopping for some snacks, and I'm, because we're hungry. It's getting late.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
This dude comes up and says, "Hey, man,
there was a Cracker Barrel nearby.
Yeah, there was like a right across the street. Yeah,
like
guy comes in and starts trying to wants to sell me a cell phone. Wants to sell me his this.
I want to sell you my cell phone because we're broke down and we can't get home.
My dad had a heart attack and I got kids and I need to go home and I need some money and this and I need some money and that. I looked at him and the first thing I thought in my mind is, "Are you kidding me? You have no idea what I had to spend, dude. Don't come begging me for money."
He says, "Dude, we just got done paying repairs to get our car fixed. We're strapped. We got
so
nothing
immediately
left."
This guy takes off because it seems like that it wasn't going to work out.
And the gas station attendant comes up to us and he says, "Excuse me," and he's of Indian descent and he's talking in this. I can do the voice, but I can't do the voice. Yeah, you could do the voice.
This is a crook. No, says, basically what it was...
me, couldn't you tell me what he wanted?
Yeah.
And we're saying, well, he said he was broke down. He says, "You did not give him." No, we didn't give him anything.
Give him shit.
He says, "Good." He says, "This guy, he has been coming in here every day for weeks now. He asks customer from customer, different story every time. I need money. Oh, poor me."
I thought if he's been coming in many times, he should have got his ass out.
We freaking trouble with our car. And trouble paying for the repairs of our car because we spent so much having fun in Atlanta that we got strapped and wasn't expecting to spend on car repairs to get home. And this jerk off comes in there trying to get money from us.
It happened.
And we're sitting there and the gas station guy was telling us about this.
They're not the droids you're looking for.
We see this man get in a car. Red car pulls around and he jumps into passenger seat. And they go across the street to where Cracker Barrel is. He gets out of the car and he starts going up to people that's getting in and out their cars over there, asking them for freaking money.
Basically what it was is since the guy was coming in, he's looking for money. Obviously, hello.
We're sitting there, we really do need help.
It's probably drugs they were looking for money is why they pay on that shit. So I told him, I was like, pedal your ass down the way. I said, don't talk to me about borrowing money. Hey, can I borrow money off of you?
No, we were nice about it. We just spent on ours, we don't have none.
I was in a bad mood, and I said, look, I ain't got it. Goodbye, go away. That's another bunch of bullshit we had to do. But afterwards... we bought our Slim Jims and sandwiches and shit like that, and we were back on the road. And you picked up on DJ Trey's show on your phone.
Yep, and we listened to DJ Trey.
Hooked everything up to the speakers so we could hear it on the car speakers, and we made our way back.
Yeah, my cassette player thing for my iPod. You push in the cassette and you can plug my iPod into there.
Yeah.
I thought, well, I'm gonna try this, and I plug it into my phone, and there you go, DJ Trey on the loudspeaker. I'm like, oh, cool, this is awesome.
Took our asses
I'm
home.
Sitting there in the chat
That's
room,
what we listen
chatting,
to.
And he's driving down the road, and we're just jamming
we listen
DJ
to
Trey.
DJ's Trey show on the Underground DJ Network. We took it home with us, and we listened to that. So.
And they took us the rest of the way home, and we come home, and we were exhausted.
You better fucking believe it. So when traveling, kids, remember, watch out for crooks.
Yeah, the dude was definitely a con artist.
Yeah, but it's like they don't prosper. To hell with it. Like he was going to get something. You know, if I'd have known then, he would have got something out of me. Swift kick in the ass.
Yeah.
Because I was in the fucking mood to give him one.
We were not in the mood to be pissed with.
No. But kids, we made it home. Days of the Dead, Monsters Among Us.
Yeah, but that wasn't the worst part of the trip for me.
What was it?
The worst part of the trip for me was sitting there, broken down in Tennessee, in Chattanooga, Tennessee, before I had gotten a hold of my friend. And Mother Nature, Aunt Flo, knocks on the door. And I have no bathroom.
Things happen. Shit happens.
It's amazing what a girl keeps in her glove compartment.
We had a wild time. But we're back in action.
And I get home and I get sick.
We're back in action, and you get sick. So that's it. That was it. That's our trip. You know, we
did watch one movie.
We started off good. Yeah, we'll go right into the. If you want to go ahead and talk about the
movie
reviews. Hooray for Hollywood! Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill.
Adam Sandler. She didn't like it.
I like Adam Sandler's movies most of the time. This one, I couldn't stand it. I didn't laugh one time. I thought it was stupid.
It had good points and bad points, but it was all right. I think.
I thought it was stupid.
It was okay. So I guess we're not.
Don't watch it. It's not bother.
So I guess we're not gonna talk about it.
I mean, I like his type of humor because, of course, I mean, Happy Gilmore is one of my favorites. I love that one.
Yeah.
And then there's the other ones that I like to watch, but this one where he has supposedly he plays himself as his twin sister, and he's playing both characters, and I just didn't like it.
Well, there you go. There's your movie review.
I like a wide variety of movies. Not westerns. You will not catch me watching a western.
Well, I guess now, so we don't keep these people up too late.
They're not up late. They'll see it tomorrow in the morning.
They could, you know. Are you ready for the howdies? Actually, we don't have Minnie Pearl right here singing it, so I thought maybe if you want to, we would both want to go ahead and sing.
Not with this voice.
Okay, you don't want to say the howdy, howdy, oh hell.
No.
We have here.
I would definitely not be able to do Ronald Weasley's mother's voice right now.
You do Ronald Weasley's mother, and then your voice box is going to fall out and land on the floor.
I would not make it all the way through Ronald Weasley. That's about the best I can do right now.
But shout outs for us are consisted as howdies.
That's
and
right.
And we have a list for them right now. And to start off with right now, a big howdy.
One of the most important goes out to
Adolfo, Dorte, and Days of the Dead for bringing Monsters Among Us live.
Not only did they make us part of the show was great. The only complaint that I heard from anyone was about that guy in his underpants with the girl in the cage. some of the obscenities they were yelling at each other.
That was kind of weird, but
yeah,
that wasn't anything had to do with us. So
right. Well, no, it wasn't. It was just their type of horror that they were throwing out, and some people
I'm
just
sure they
weren't
probably
getting
didn't know what was
I didn't
to
see
be in
that
store
part,
for
but
that.
I just heard about it.
That was some weird people, but yeah.
Everything went over well except for me and food.
Next time you need to pack sandwiches.
Oh my goodness. And I know that some people... Oh, pardon me. Had a little burpee burp.
My little burpee bird.
And there goes another one. Anyway, so we hadn't eaten, right? We go down Saturday after the, it was the, Monsters Ball thing, right?
I believe so.
The costume party. And we decided that we were going to go down because I was famished. I hadn't eaten all day except for M&M's and I was drinking water. So we go down and I wanted to get some food. So we were going to go down and do the buffet in the restaurant there in the hotel.
Well, actually, I have to stop you right there. It wasn't after the party because after the party, everything was closed down. So it was like in the afternoon.
It was something that we did sometime during Saturday afternoon. Maybe it was the judging of the costumes, maybe.
Well, it could have been, but...
I don't remember what it was. It was Saturday afternoon. It was about 5 o'clock. Anyway, so we go down into the restaurant and he says, "Oh, we have great bargain for you. Anything you want up here on the buffet for $19.95 per person." And I remember my reaction. I remember the look on your face. My reaction. The no filter. $19.95 per person. I said, "Holy shit! $20 each?" And he's like, "Oh, dear." The look on your face was like, "Oh my god, you did not just say that loud."
You can't take her in public anymore.
I don't have a filter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can't take her in public.
I can't.
Sometimes I like to stand
really,
like 3 feet behind her.
$20.
I don't know who she is.
For the buffet, everything. And I mean everything. Even the potato salad had the green sprinkles. I call it grass. It's disgusting, first of all. Second of all, if any of that gets anywhere near my face and I inhale and I get a whiff of that,
she blows up like a balloon.
it takes
laugh at
my
her.
breath away. I'm allergic to this crap. Second of all, third, I don't know why they put it on there anyway. It tastes like crap. If I want grass on my food, I'll go out in my fucking yard and get some. That's disgusting.
You recently mowed. There might be some grass clippings out there.
I'm sitting at the table. I come back to the table with my plate, and he's like, "Where's your food?" I said, "I can't eat. Everything on there has that stuff I'm allergic to." He's like, "You're serious?" He goes up there. He checks all the plates. Everything you lift up, green, 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 green. The pasta has green on it, which a lot of times pasta does. Anyway, you're poking me with your thing.
Sorry.
The pasta has the green stuff on it. The potato salad has green stuff on it. The fish they have there has green stuff on it. Chicken has green stuff on it. Like,
so
everything has green stuff on it. And
so
the
to
lady
sum it
comes
all up, all she had for supper was M&Ms.
The waitress
or peanut
comes up,
M&Ms. Or M&M
and
peanuts.
she says,
which one should I say right?
She says, "May I take your plate?" And I said, "That's fine. You can take my plate. I didn't use it. I can't eat anything up there." She said, "Oh, what's the problem? We can make you something if you don't like what's up there." I said, "Everything you have up there has this green stuff on it." And I pointed to his plate, and it had this stuff on it. I said, "Everything has this stuff on it, and I'm allergic to that stuff. I cannot breathe when I get near that stuff." And so she said, "Oh, no problem. We make you something. What do you want?" On his plate, he had this nice little pasta with some pasta sauce on it. It looked yummy. Beside there, he had a slab of fish. It looked yummy.
Fish is good.
Aside from the green crap.
Ooh,
Okay, we make for you. I'm sitting there waiting. I shit you not. She brings me back a plate, and it has
Captain Crunch cereal. Green
the
stuff
kind
on
of
it.
noodles that you would make mashed potatoes and noodles. They were flat noodles. They had nothing to do with pasta sauce. They were just weird noodles. With the same sauce on it. The same spaghetti sauce. The same green sprinkles. A big pile of them on the top. I didn't have fish. like what I ordered. I had some kind of hot wings or something. Little drums. It wasn't even what I had ordered.
You can't please.
She brings it to me. By this time, I'm extremely frustrated, extremely hungry. I'm starting to get lightheaded. I'm famished. All I want to do is consume some food.
Pretty sure you had M&M peanuts box.
At this point, I'm pissed. And I'm showing it. The easiest way to piss me off is to mess up my food.
Or go like this.
But, so, this other guy from the kitchen comes out. He says, "Excuse me, ma'am." She says, "You can't eat, blah, 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 blah. You can't eat this." I'm like, "Yes, I cannot eat anything with this green stuff on it." "Okay, you show me what you want and I will make for you and I will bring to you." He said he was going to bring it to the Monsters Among Us room.
I'll have some ham hocks and lima beans.
So, I told him what I wanted. I pointed it out in the things, what I wanted, and I didn't want the green stuff. "Okay, I'll do this for you." So we get down to the Monsters Among Us room, and by this time, I am infuriated because I cannot eat anything but M&Ms. There's no food. I get in there, and I'm bitching. Of course I'm bitching. I'm starving, and I was irritated, and I just wanted to eat. So I'm talking to the Caps guy, his woman that was sitting there, his wife or whatever, I think it was his wife. But I'm sitting there and she's asking me why I was so frustrated because it was obvious when I came in the room. And I'm like, "Argh!" So, it was time to close up the Monsters Among Us room. The guy's gonna come down and "I'll have your food." I said, "Well, we're leaving the room now because it's over and we're going up to our room. And what's your room number?" I tell him the room number. He goes up to the room. We get in the room. He brings me the food. I swear to God. I open up the box. It's a to-go box. It's not even on a plate. It's in a to-go box. I open up the to-go box. You know what's in there? Naked noodles.
Naked noodles.
It was just a big square box of cooked naked noodles. There was nothing on them. No cup of sauce, no nothing. It was just naked noodles. I'm like, I flipped out on him. I'm like, "This is unacceptable. Just take this out of here. I'm not going to eat it. I don't want naked noodles." And he starts to say something. I said, "Just take it out of here." And he goes out and he slams the door. I open up the door. I said, "And slamming my hotel room door is unacceptable also." And he's yelling and grumbling at me from down the hallway. And I'm sorry, but I had a reason to be upset. But back to our howdies.
Back to our, and you can get it wrong too. They ain't no shout outs.
Back to our howdies. I'm sorry I got sidetracked.
Here is the howdies as we have it right now.
That's
Big
right.
howdies going out to Belinda and Aaron Daughtry from Camp Blood, Georgia.
I had that. I had a shirt on from there yesterday.
No, it isn't because that's a different one.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a different one. See, you don't pay attention as much as I do.
I remember what my shirt said. Maybe.
Belinda and Aaron is going to be going ahead and go to Atlanta, or not Atlanta, but I'm still on Atlanta time. Indianapolis for Days of the Dead 2. It was great meeting them guys. They run Camp Blood in Georgia. They're a haunted attraction.
Yeah.
Loved meeting them. They're great people, and they're going to be attending Indianapolis for Days of the Dead. A big howdy going out to Jay Ritchie. Jay Ritchie is an up-and-coming Freddy Krueger impersonator. He's got all of his stuff decked out. We've been talking to him online on the emails. So we look for him to see him at future conventions. Big howdy going out to Billy and Paul Brown for taking care of us in our time of need when we broke down. They are big. There was a big help. Are you alive?
Yeah, I'm still lacking of energy from being sick.
Yeah.
I don't have all my energy back yet.
Big howdy going out to James Downing and Christina, his girlfriend, and the rest of their family for showing up at Days
They are
of the Dead
so sweet. She's
and having a great
sweetheart.
time.
I like talking to her.
And look forward to some of the interviews on his show of what they did at Days of the Dead.
They did an interview with you and me.
That's right. That is right.
Separately.
Big howdy going out to Patterson Lindquist, the Elvira impersonator. A treat to meet. I couldn't wait to meet him. He's excellent Elvira impersonator. And you can see the work of that gorgeous creature in many conventions and other shows to come.
That reminds me of the email him the pictures of you and him together as Fred.
I love me some Elvira.
I know you does.
Big shout out going out to Mark Patton and the lovely ladies from Australia and Germany that we had a great time sitting there eating for supper and having it was great.
We had a great dinner.
We had a great dinner. A lot of them. Big howdy going out to Anthony Romero. Romero?
I don't know how you say his last name, but it looks like Romeo.
I can't pronounce names anyhow.
It looks like Romeo.
The official photographer for Monsters Among Us.
Though.
I think it is. Did a great job in snapping all us ugly mugs that we had, especially hers. But,
yeah.
Yeah. Big howdy going out to Mark and Ashley.
I hear you.
Mark and Ashley from Skull and Crossbones. We didn't get a chance to do an interview.
It was a busy,
we were so busy doing everything, but they wanted to interview us. But it's like we'll get online and we'll take care of that and get out there on the interviews in due time. But we met so many people.
Oh goodness!
If we had all the howdies down here, we'd be like 2 hours.
Yeah, we met and talked with so many people, and I want to say howdies. I have a couple of howdies to say out
Howdy
to
away.
Corey from the Midsummer Nightmares movie, and what's the freaking name? Dang it, I had the names all in my head, and now they're all gone.
I don't know.
And the one girl, she looks like Michelle from American Pie.
You got me, dude.
I can't tell you her real name. And Eric, I'm not sure how you say his last name because I've never heard anybody actually say it, but I think it's Ryum. I'm not sure if I said that right. Not sure at all.
Is that the person that tried to drink that
the beer bong?
Some beer bong and he threw up on his crotch? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Big howdy going out to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not something I wanted to see. No.
Yep.
But we'll probably say some more howdies in the long run if we think about them. We'll jot them down.
I'm sorry to anybody that I'm forgetting right now. I'm sorry. I've been sick. The names, they're in there. I just can't pluck them out.
No, but we'll get them out.
You know who you are. We had a great time with you guys during the Atlanta time. Everybody and anybody we had a great time with.
They will see the show and it will like domino effect.
That's
Everybody will know what's going on. So, yeah, it has been quite an experience.
And I actually danced while sober. I don't do that.
You usually just lay on the floor and regurgitate yourself.
I usually don't dance unless I'm getting tipsy. Because I'm very self-conscious and I don't like people to see my wiggly and jiggly.
You like to see your wiggly and jiggly.
No.
That's all right.
Yeah.
We'll see that at another time.
And big shout out to the DJs that were doing the awesome music.
Yes, exactly. Harry Bean.
Yep. And
DJ Trey. Yep.
They were doing the awesome music, and they played the very first song at the after party was our two songs.
That's right.
That's right.
Yep, exactly.
Living Dead Girl they played first.
Yep.
And then they played the song for you.
Sweet Dreams by Marilyn Manson and Nightmare by Avenged Sevenfold.
That's right.
Exactly.
And
the music was a-flowing that night, Betty.
And here's how the story went on that part. It said that they played your song first because you were being the bigger diva about it. And that had nothing to do with anything that I said.
I got you, Diva.
That had nothing to do with anything that I said. Diva. They played your song first.
That's right.
And then our song.
That's right, because I am the bigger diva.
And
right
I think that it was quite awesome, and this was on Saturday night. It was quite awesome because they played Sweet Dreams Marilyn Manson, and we were up there, and everybody stood around while we danced, and I thought it was pretty awesome that they let us have that dance.
Yeah, so much that you just sit there and watch a bunch of freaks dance around there. Yeah, exactly what it was. But we had a wonderful...
I was in my own little world, just sitting there listening to the music and dancing with you.
We had a wonderful time. The experience was very much something to be remembered from here on out. Most definitely.
Yep.
So now, Days of the Dead, Indianapolis, baby. Here we come. We're done.
I see you. I'm coming to get you, William.
I wonder if they'd miss me in Indianapolis.
No, you have to go to Indianapolis because that's when we get married.
Give me those. They taste so goddamn good.
That's why I've had them hit all week while I was sick and couldn't eat them.
Give me them M&M peanuts.
They're not M&M peanuts. You gotta go do this again.
They're M&M peanuts.
M&M's. My voice sounds weird again.
But nevertheless,
I used it too much today.
Folks, I think we about taken care of this session of the Nightmare Hour plus how many hours
really
we went
furry
into.
Arms.
Yeah, that's on planet Earth we
like
call them hair.
Yeah,
Stop it.
You're like a big old ape.
You're like a big old weirdo is what you are. Gee whiz.
We love you all.
Well, thanks very much, folks, for showing up and
may or may not see us this weekend at Horror Hound.
We're gonna try to get there to Horror Hound, but
otherwise the next time they see us will be in Indianapolis.
Yeah, well,
wedding weekend.
Yeah, other than that, we'll be right here, same time, same Nightmare channel, doing our thing.
Amber Decker, bring me some more of that zombie stuff, please.
What the hell are you talking about?
That blue it's Seagram's. It's called Zombie. Amber Decker brought me a bottle of good stuff. It looks and it tastes just like the blue popsicles. You know the ones that you cut off the top? It tastes just like that. And I drank the whole bottle and didn't share.
Obviously.
No, it's yummy.
Everybody brings you stuff. Zombie drinks and stuff like that. It's a wonder I didn't get a chance to carry out the empty bottle on the way home. My God.
I did bring the bottle home, I think.
Of course you did.
Think. Oh, no.
Think.
I don't know if I did or not.
Think. Did you bring it home? Ow.
That was my knee. That is bad.
Stab it right in there.
You can put a smiley face on there.
Okay. Wee, beep, beep, beep. And there we go.
3-eyed smiley face.
He's an alien. But,
it's like one of those creatures in the Claw game. What's that movie? They have all the eyes across the front of their faces.
The Claw.
Yeah,
Toy
that
Story.
movie. Yeah,
that movie. Yeah, with the toys and stuff like that. Anyways.
He's not very nice to me.
Because she's a simp.
Remind me again why I want to marry you.
I don't know. For the money?
Where is that?
I don't know.
Did you bury it in the backyard?
Yeah, I think I did. And that's where I'm going to bury you.
I think they built the garage over top of it.
Maybe so. But folks, we're going to end this session of the Nightmare Hour, episode 19.
That's right.
And we was lucky we got it out before we went stir crazy. I am your host, the Nightmare Man. Alongside with me is the diseased, yet devious diva of the dead. Say goodbye, dear. Say goodbye, Gracie. Say goodbye.
Bye-bye. See you next time.
Goodbye. Get that con cred with you, baby. We'll see you next time. I'm gonna cough too.
Ugh. Get it all out there, Greasy.
Can I get a shot?
You want me to go get it?
That's alright. I got one here. Goodbye, folks. Medicine-y.
Medicine-y.